Hey everyone, welcome to the EagleEye sprint review and retro and planning for sprint 100. Let's jump into it and I'll show you what we've been working on. Cool. So as we can see, this was another 2-week sprint, and we had the goal of getting the GitHub manual scans working and shipped to production, which we have been able to do. Thank you, Mark and Luke. Let's scroll on down. So working this week was, as usual, we've got Hark and Luke here, both on for about 6 days. Okay, what we've been working on. So off the top there, we've got the GitHub manual scan. So this is working in a similar way to emails, where a user can go in and actually trigger a scan to happen over a particular period of time. Hark, do you want to quickly demo that one?
Yeah, so you can see on the screen, this is the demo video. So I will try to run the scan and you will see 10 years of SSW organization data. So you see this is our production. I can select GitHub. I can run full history, create the scan, and then it's gonna create the scan here. You can see here full history, and the progress is also there. And once it is done, so you can see it scanned 30,000 of issues. It ran for 15 minutes. And you can see this is SSW last 10 years of data. And Luke is #1 issue closer. Adam.
The important note there.
Yeah,
Nice.
Luke's #1, Brady's #2.
Very nice. All right, that's good. Just if you see that pop-up thing there, do you see it?
Yeah.
What's the problem? What's the problem with it?
It doesn't have logo here.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, there is a rule about that. So
yeah, I remember with
all
the
the
Tina
pop-ups.
Simmons.
Yeah.
Do you want like logo of EagleEye here, or like some generic
EagleEye.
logo of scan?
EagleEye.
Okay.
Yeah. So for this one, when we create a new tag, we already have the EagleEye logo. Yeah, and we have a PBI to make it consistent for all like pop-up. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you said you're saying you already have it. It's already there.
So for create a new tag, it has one, but for new manual scan, it doesn't.
Doesn't. So it should be consistent.
Right. And is it easy to find all the pop-ups and say AI find the pop-ups and put this logo here the same as this screen?
Yeah, I think it's easy. Ask AI to do this. Yeah.
So you think you could get it 100% done with vibe coding?
Yes.
Okay.
We will put this item in the backlog as well for the next sprint.
Yeah, let's bring it into the next sprint. Cool.
All right.
Next one there. So there was an extra PBI pulled in as a bug was detected with the GitHub schedule scans failing. Hark has looked into this. After a little bit of investigation work, we've been able to get there. Hark, would you like to quickly touch on that one?
Yeah, so for this one, nothing to show, but I will quickly touch on this one, the issue. So we were running long email scan that was consuming all the DTUs for SQL Server. That's why GitHub was waiting, and then it eventually failed because there was no retry mechanism on GitHub scans. But now it has retry scan mechanism, so it will retry if database is busy.
Yeah. Just something that this bug has also highlighted is that there's a few inefficiencies in how we're processing the data, in terms of like we're thrashing the database a fair bit there. So we're wanting to do a little bit of investigation work in the next sprint just to make sure that we can improve that, because this may work for SSW. But for a larger organization with a whole bunch of data that they want to scan at once, like we could be running into a little bit of an issue. So just want to have a bit of foresight there.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
The next PBI there was one that Hark was able to vibe code completely. It was just a small change that we've had requested from one of our previous sprint reviews for the little pill that indicates what is actually being scanned rather than the email being red. We've made it blue, which kind of aligns with Outlook colors. There you are. Cool. All right. And then the next two there, we still have in progress, but there has been a
Sorry,
considerable.
Hark, that type of thing, that UI thing, I would show that when it was done, just in case if the stakeholders don't like it, then it's not done. It's such a little thing, when like UI things, just to ping and say you like this or you like this, and then Toby doesn't have any worry about small thing not getting approved. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will.
Same with
make sure.
message boxes. When someone says the message box is too wordy, reduce it from 4 lines to 1 line, then show it. Say, is this what you mean? Especially if if they're picky. Yep.
Perfect.
All right, good.
Cool.
For this one, I think Luke's.
Yes. So Luke's got this one running locally. If you're able to demo.
Yeah, I will demo it. So this one is still in progress. Yeah, but I will show it locally. And here you can see we have a new tab called mentions. So it's similar to email's mentions page. And this is the last 6 months data. And you will see like total mentions. Currently we have 2 tags as per conversation and check by. And people mention and top mention is Adam Kogan. You are being mentioned like 18 times. And there is a 46 issue, like with mentions. And let's take check by, for example. If I click check by, you will see the mention activity here. So you will see Caleb mentioned 3 people right here. And you can see the AI summary here. Check the content auditing agentic like implementation workflow. And if you can go to the details, and you will see here, plan is checked on here. And AI is giving a bit of like summary. And similar to as per conversation. Yeah, you can see all the details here. But I'm still checking the data accuracy and some like a UI. So any feedback from you, Adam?
It looks amazing. Toby, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put on the EagleEye roadmap. Once everybody on, loves these GitHub reports, that they're happy to switch the other email reports from Power BI to this. What's the library using for this?
ShareCM components.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'd put that as a separate item on the roadmap.
Yep, I completely agree. It's looking really good. Just something to. Oh, sorry, you go, Lit.
Yeah, and Adam, you will say there's only like 3 check by, and reason for this is we are doing AI analysis on the issue description, so there's not much check by for description. So if we add AI analysis for comments, it will be like much more data. Yeah, that's one thing to notice. Wise view. Yeah.
Well, I bet you people don't use check by very much in GitHub, but they will when they start seeing these reports.
Just something I wanted to call out here as well. So at the moment, the way Luke's implemented it is that they're 2 sort of distinct categories of tags, I suppose. So a tag isn't going to be applicable for both email and GitHub in its current state. It's either one or the other. So you would have to create a duplicate tag if you want to tag both with the same thing. So this is something we'll revisit towards the end of this feature, because we want to be able to compare the traffic.
So are you going to add a source email, GitHub, or both?
Well, yeah, I guess there's a little bit of wiggle room here in how it's implemented, but the end goal is that we want to be able to compare the traffic of both platforms. So whether that looks like a source which is both, or whether you create a mapping between the 2, we just need something that's going to make sense, since like an email description is not quite a thing. Like an email body is a thing, and a PBI description is something, So we're just going to brainstorm that a little bit more. But the end goal is, yes, there will be a way that you can compare the both.
Both. All right. Just for the UI there, I would try, if it's possible, without too much trouble, making it look the same as it looks on the report with the blue and the black and stuff. Yeah.
You mean the email and GitHub bills?
Yeah, those bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's not too hard, don't go to too much trouble.
Yep.
Yeah. We will see if
Sounds
we
good.
can do with by just by AI.
Yep.
Anything?
Okay.
Anything else, Luke? You wanna show?
Just the more I look at that, I feel like the logo itself of GitHub you don't really see. It's almost like they should be slightly bigger, and the logo is the rest of it doesn't. You could just use black writing there, just normal, and it's just like the circle of the logo of Tina. Oh, sorry, of GitHub, and the logo of Outlook, or the email itself is blue, not the whole word. I don't know, but I'd definitely talk to a designer about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we are checklist. Yeah.
Just to mention that thing, we are using SSW design system like for these ones. So they have these type of builds, and so we're just directly using. Yeah. All right, Luke. If you don't wanna share anything else, I'm gonna take over the screen share.
Yep. Sure.
All right. So
I'm just going to be walking downstairs, but I'm still listening.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, just quickly on that last one then. So there was also the bug, which has been through a couple of our sprints for the sys admins, and how like a shared mailbox was going towards one person. We have got a change in. Luke's implemented it. It's been pushed through, but it's just a matter of testing it now. So we want to do a scanner for a previous, however month period in production, just to 100% make sure that this is resolved before we mark it as done. Cool.
Perfect.
Alrighty, I'll pass it over to Hart.
Yeah. So for monthly burn up, last Friday it was 236 open issues in EagleEye backlog, 7 completed, and 1 mark completed as duplicate. And code coverage has increased. So this is .NET code coverage. It was 50%, now it is 52. And for branch coverage, it was 46, now it is 48.
That's
Same
good,
for,
Hawk. Is that intentional or accident?
Sorry? Can you repeat again, Adam?
It's good seeing the numbers increase. Is it intentional or an accident?
It is intentional. When I did GitHub scan logic, I added tests, unit tests, and integration tests.
Cool.
Playwright coverage hasn't been touched yet because I am in the parallel. I'm trying to migrate from real authentication to mock authentication. So that work is still in progress. So that's why the numbers are same. For product deployments, we have 1 deployment for our product, EagleEye, which included the GitHub manual scan and email pale to blue. So, and no documentation website and reports deployment in this sprint. Moving ahead, daily scan jobs in EagleEye portal. So you can see last 5 days of data, and all the scans are succeeded, except you will see this one failed for GitHub. The reason is that the logic, the PBI is merged. We haven't released on Friday. So that's why on Saturday there was 1 failure. But once we release a new version, this will be resolved as well. Report views for last 1 month from Power BI. So you will see Stefan, Callum, Kurt, top 3 user, and I see new popping up Penny. Penny is also 4 views for last 1 month as Kurt. Roadmap. So we have 1 complete for GitHub integration, 1 in progress. And for Playwright, I'm doing migration work from, like I mentioned, from real auth to fake auth. So there's no progress on that one yet. I think 1 in progress for, I have created a PBI for that, but that was my experiment to do a parallel work in AI. So it is not in the sprint yet. Moving ahead, R&D. So this is important. Like Toby mentioned, we have found a couple of issues with large data processing. We try to run 5-year email scan for SSW instance, and there were a couple of failures hit with infrastructure side and our logic side. So I am doing a bit of research on long-running container job, SQL Server, and Azure OpenAI, how we can make the engine as robust, and also what are the limitations on infrastructure side. Once we have the numbers, we can mention in the docs that if customers have this much infrastructure, they will get these many emails processed, so like that, and then they can upgrade the infrastructure accordingly. Does that make sense, Adam? I think is listening. Adam?
That's all right. Just continue.
Okay. No worries. So AI use, both I and Luke has switched to Opus 5, and AI stats, Luke, for Tiger.
Yep. So let me share the screen. Okay, so for Tiger stats, I just want to mention a few points here. So for risk radar, so we are currently planning to do some marketing, but there's some like a data residency issue for Azure OpenAI. So if a customer want to keep all of their data in Australia, but they can, because we hard coded OpenAI to US East. So the original intention is to have the latest and the cheapest model. So now we need to think of this and to make it like a flexible, that customer to choose to deploy to any like region for Azure OpenAI. And there's another thing I would mention in the overview. So there's a pipeline issue. So Huck is also mentioned. And we want to do a redesign for our pipeline based on our logic as well as like the infrastructure we had. I think this one is important. That's two things. I will hand over to Huck.
All right. So that was SSW Tiger stats. Now for Copilot stats, you can see meeting summary. I was running the meeting, so I'm the most on blue, and then Toby and Luke. And then we asked Copilot what was the main item completed, be brief, and it correctly identified that main item completed was GitHub manual scan, and it was tested end-to-end, and it includes a full history scan of 10 years of GitHub data for SSW, and it ran around 15 minutes, so it's good. Sprint retro. So what went well? Quickly, GitHub manual scan is live, mentioned by Hark, me, Toby, and Luke. And then also Luke has done solid progress on rules engine. We lost Adam there, but we'll keep going for the recording. And also Toby mentioned Steph and marketing team are gonna start working on a campaign for EagleEye. What didn't go so well? So like we mentioned, large manual scans are now failing, long-running manual jobs, and they are also affecting daily jobs and GitHub scans because they have the same database at the end. So if long-running manual scans are using the database, daily job and GitHub are stuck. So that's what we are doing.
Right. Just on that, Hark, I know generally it's a good practice not to deploy on a Friday. If you don't want to break things. But I would say if you have a bug and you fix the bug, you can't be in a worse state. So in those type of cases, I would deploy anyway.
That's a good thing. We will keep in mind for next sprints. So, and also Toby and Luke mentioned the same thing. Data pipeline needs rethinking. Improvements for next sprint. So we need to dig into data processing pipeline, and also Luke's been doing a little bit of Tina CMS handover work. So that's what we're gonna, Luke's gonna have a chat with you about that. Now moving to forecast.
Cool. Yep, I can take over here. So this is going to be another 2-week 2-week sprint between Luke and Hark. There's a little bit of a reduced capacity there with a user group coming up, and also a little bit of handover that Luke's doing with Tina, which we can talk about outside this meeting. The sprint goal for that one is going to be finishing the custom tags that Luke has been working on, so that we can run the custom rules engine in production. Cool. The actual sprint backlog is looking like this. The first two carryovers from last sprint. So we've got the custom tag, and also actually making sure that we test that sysadmin bug that was resolved. Next one there was a bug. So we're looking into a few, I guess, performance issues there that were identified for the manual scan. Next one there, the spike. We also want to take a little bit of a look at the data pipeline to make sure that we're doing things, the best we can. We want to make sure that the, database isn't getting thrashed too hard, and it's actually not causing either of the jobs to fail. And a little bit more in the future, like we want to try and think ahead and see how we can make this work for larger data.
Right.
Then the final,
which one of these is stopping you from rolling out the GitHub reports?
So the GitHub reports are already there in production, but the custom
with all the
tags.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the top one. So okay,
right. So once you've done that, Luke, you will then give a whole bunch of users the reports and say, "Give me feedback."
Yeah. So I think once we have custom tag in production, so we will have first we need to add some tags, right? Like as per check by, add a few tags and allow the user to check report. Yeah.
Right.
I think as well with that, Adam, maybe it would be good just to hold off a little bit more with that, because at the moment it's just looking at issues. So we're extending it. So we didn't fit it into this sprint because we need to refine it slightly more, but we need to run those rules against pull requests and also examine comments. I think before that tagging engine gives a more accurate representation, because at the moment it's only ever going to be looking at issues, right? It's only a little bit of the data.
Okay. Yeah. So Luke, could you rename that to say custom tags in brackets issues, and then make another one, GitHub custom tags in brackets pull requests?
Pull requests, yeah.
And do one at a time. And let's do it, get feedback on them. Not with everyone, because I agree with Toby, but with a few people on issues. Especially people at the, in the top 5 on the list, I would get their feedback.
I just realized, that's point is noted. Another thing I realized that we have a Power BI inbuilt feature which tells us user report for emails, but now we are not using Power BI for GitHub report. We might need to think how we can see who are the top viewers for GitHub reports.
Right.
Good catch.
Yeah. You know, I just realized there's no mechanism to see who is looking into GitHub reports. So we will also put that in a backlog and refine that.
Yeah.
I will just say your team is quite small, but you are really kicking a lot of goals. I really find working with you amazing.
Yeah.
You're a good team. Yeah.
Toby is the best PO. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, mate. All right, cool. All right. And then the final PBI there, sorry, just to touch on. So that was actually something Steph has highlighted as part of the marketing analysis. So during our setup process with the whole data residency and how we promote EagleEye to be very secure and you own your own data, there is just one point where in our wizard sort of setup, you select the region that all of these resources are located in. One of them we had hard coded to use OpenAI in a different region in the US. Yeah, so we're adjusting that so it actually respects the rest of it. So when we go to marketing, you know, it's all completely accurate.
Right. Okay. All right. Cool.
Cool. Alrighty. Awesome. Final one there, AI stats. So we asked it, what is the main item to do next? Be brief. The main item is the GitHub custom tags. Continue investigating, redesigning the email data processing pipeline. So yeah, I would say that's correct. Yeah, so we've got a tick. Awesome. Thanks everyone for joining. As usual, you can find our previous review and planning videos online, where we'll upload this one as well. Thanks everyone. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Thanks, Toby.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you guys.